Now, the thing is, didn't Jesus die for your sins anyway? So why don't you go back to being naked and not ashamed, right? Or are you still walking in the knowledge of good and evil, right? That Satan taught us in Eden, right? Well, that's why Jesus can't come back. You're still walking in the knowledge of good and evil. It's why he left in the first place, right? You became as Satan to know good and evil, right? God is not good and evil, right? That's his lie to Eve. To get her to do it with him, idiot. And I do mean it. You do mean it. With him, right? He used his, maybe the real serpent and his old little serpent as bait, right? To make her think the serpent went up into the tree or something, right? And was then talking to her from behind the tree or something, right? But really it was him. Really it was him. Tricking her, beguiling her, not enticing her, by the way, beguiling her, right? Now, if I'm a male and I entice a female to sleep with me, right, and have sex with me, right, that's all I'm doing is enticing her. Satan beguiled her, right? But she still did what she was doing with me, right? I'm not hiding who I am or what I'm looking for, right? And she more took advantage of what I'm looking for than I did of what she was looking for, right? She still didn't really want me, though she let me do it, right? And it was to prove to someone something, right? Both positive and negative, right? That she could do it. Right, right. Now, the thing is, she did do it, like I said, or I wouldn't have lost the hour of time and have to see Snow Dogs, right? At 4:45, right? Then wait a little bit longer to see that, right? Because, see, there was a plan in place before she did it, right? And I told her while she was doing it what I was doing that day before she did it. And then she blacked me out, right? Either as I sat back down to go back to doing the nail job, right? She knocked me out real quick, and then I came to real quick, right? 3 times, right? Over the following hour, right? With me remembering the nail job part, right? Because I had done it before with other women. And, not the sex part, by the way. Just the nail job itself. That's why I knew it would take her dad or whoever the male was, right? 40 minutes too. And it took him that as long as it took the other girls. So that's the point, right? See, I'm the only one who's going to be paying attention to how long it takes too, right? Reason is, right, so I don't get confused if I lose time there, right? I know that. Now, I'm not sure what's going on in the restaurants, but I am eating over an hour. And, I'm trying to justify it that I'm eating 3 plates, but that still wouldn't be more than 10 minutes a plate, right? I'm not getting food I even have to use a fork with, right? I'm getting food you can just put in your mouth, right? Now, the easiest thing to eat is like Pop Tarts, right? For me, right? Because I'm still disabled, right? Now, how long do you think it takes to eat a bowl of cereal and Pop Tarts? That's 5, 10 minutes, right? You know, honestly. And when I'm home, right, and I fix something, I can eat it quicker here than over there, right? Than when I go out. And sometimes I do those microwave meals, and they ain't no different than the meals I eat in the restaurant, right? They have a vegetable, a potato, and a meat, and sometimes a dessert, right? Well, that tastes like some 10 minutes to eat here at home, too, right? Right. So I know you're full of it, but Jesus covers us both, right? in our mistake there. Her and me, right? So if she got pregnant, it was because she did it for granted, right? Because it was around the seventh she wouldn't get pregnant, huh? No, no. She tipped the Lord and I made her orgasm 5 times, right? I know you made her orgasm 5 times. Yeah, I did, yeah. But the first 2 times was 10 minutes, right? In the bathroom. The last was 20, right? And I probably just did her either straight forward or straight from behind, right? Either way. But by the last time, she was tired of it. Didn't want to do it the fifth time, right? Either, right? See, the first time she was just trying to get it over with, right? And it happened twice. I know. I know. And I'm telling you what happened, right? Not by memory, but by Mary Bell, right? And see, I could also pee right there if I had to pee, right? Unlike with Mary Bell, we're in the bathroom. When Mary Bell would do it, I would come in there first and then keep going, right? And so I came a second time, right? That's why it was about 20 minutes. But there I could also pee if I had to pee, right? Real quick, right? And then go back to it, right? And same with the girl, Comcast girl, right? Or woman, right? And that's why she did it. She might can bring it up as a case against Comcast. But then she's got to talk to a lawyer about it, right? And see, the problem is she would have to go along with it to that point, and then if she assaults me, right, to black me out, right, it's on her, right? Or I wouldn't again lost the 20 minutes of time. See, that's enough time for consensual sex, right? I didn't hold her hostage. She was obviously free to go at any time or she wouldn't have got out at all, right? I had no intentions of kidnapping her or keeping her here longer than an hour, right? Which is the longest she could have been here to do the job. But it was only 20 minutes, so we only did it once. I mean, but technically twice too. I also did her front and behind, right? She didn't want to be on top, right? Nor could the girl at the salon be on top, right? We're in a bathroom is silly, right? As I sat on the toilet seat, right? At an odd angle, right? It's not impossible, but still. I said I had her to sit on the seat, right? Where it would prop her butt up and her vagina up where I could see it, right? And put it in, right? After I did the foreplay, though, I do foreplay first. The foreplay is about 5 minutes and the sex is about 5 minutes. Honestly, like I said, right? 5 and 5, right? And I kiss, go to the right ear, kiss, go to the left ear, kiss the neck, and going down. Take off her shirt, right? Then her bra, right? Then suck her boobies, right? And then play with her boobies a little bit, right? That's about a minute for all that, right? The two, right? Then I go down, take off her pants and shirt and underwear, right? And then I start looking at the pussy, right? And then buzz the pussy, right? For about 2 minutes, and then I start having the sex, right? For about 6, right? And then I come, right? But if she bled the first time, it's only the first time. And we had the towels right there, and we could use even paper towels to clean it up, right? Then I peed, and then I did it from behind, right? And started buzzing the pussy, and then went back up, right? And also massaged her, right? Until I got to the top, and then I started blowing their ears on both sides while having sex with her from behind, right? Because there wasn't room for much else. I know there wasn't. I mean, it's still a small little two-person at the most bathroom, and you might fit two people in there at the most, right? And even then, I was smaller then. I gained the weight last year, and after the two wrecks in 19, right? Mm-hmm. Right. After something falling public, right? That's right. That's right. Right. That's when I started gaining the weight Last year. But I'm still fighting it to keep it off. And see, this is how it will go down in court anyway. She lied about her age. She said she was 37 when she was 15, right? That's suspicious, too, right? And she does, I remember that part. She knows you remember that part. I told her, the only thing you might can make me forget, depending on when you hit me over the head, is the sex itself if it's for the 20 minutes, right? In the bathroom, right? I told her all that too, right? And I let her. Jesus said, don't resist the evil that they would do to you, right? If she wants to hit me over the head after the sex, it's better to let her, right? But I told her because of the time, I will still remember it. We were still in the bathroom for 20 minutes, right? I advised her not to do it because I'm less likely to talk about it if we discussed it rather than and did it, right? Rather than if I have amnesia of it, right? And don't remember it, right? Well, that's the same with Mackenzie, right? Or any of the girls at Publix. The only place we can do it is the family room if it's empty or unoccupied, right? There ain't a lot of places you can really have sex in the public either, right? But the bathroom, same with the restaurant. I know. And Mari could too, right? But I didn't fuck her. I made love to her, right? That's what I mean. And that's a code. That's a code. Mm-hmm. And she came to me, right? Because of you, right? Her husband, right? Quit reading Solomon, who had 1,000 wives, and think he don't want them to cheat on him. Now, if you got 1,000 women, you got more to protect, right? If you're looking for one-on-one action, though, you don't expect a woman going in to eat at a Japanese restaurant anyway. Mm-hmm. Though you like Asian women. As a call of your martial arts training, dreamt of an Asian woman when dating redhead, right? Though I, when talking about leadership, dreamed of having sex with a redhead. While dating a redhead. Right? I don't know. Well, like I said, there's another reason me and Lisa could have sex, but I don't remember. And that's there again if I'm being blacked by either by Lisa, her mom, or her dad, right? Now, the thing is, right? I'm trying to have sex with Lisa in the front of the house, right? And with the suite, right? And Lois didn't want us to be in the front, right? But again, the dad knows the area, right? Where do you think he's going to be? In the woods. In the woods, right? I don't know where Lois is, but she went out off or something, right? And again, right? The dad's going to try and black me out and have sex with his daughter, right? And get me out the way. Mm-hmm. That's the problem there, too, right? But did he, right? No. Now, he can't just shoot me through the head, right? I mean, you murder anybody there, and then you got a blood-soaked corpse in the front of the damn house, right? You know what I mean, right? But he might try to hit me over the head with a bat or a stick, right? To fuck his own daughter. To fuck his own daughter. But then again, I came too quickly again, right? Too quick, and then me and Lisa had sex, but I don't remember the sex because I came to Ian was blacked out and was hit. Right, right. But I ran him off too. He wasn't there when I woke up, right? After we had the sex, right? That means part of me was knocked out and still acting on instinct, right? When I made love to her, right? Right. That's what that means. But I don't remember the sex the first time, right? But she was still a virgin, right? Until then. But the dad tried to knock me out, and I ran him off, right? Because he didn't, but did. See, I can still function at the car wreck too, right? But I'm not fully in it, right? I'm in a semi-conscious state, right? When you hit me over the head, right? Hard enough, right? I'm still me, right? Making love to you, right? But I'm not me too, right? That's why I say I don't know if he hit me before or after. Either, right? The sex, right? But then I dreamed of having sex with a redhead. We're going out to Christian Fellowship Church, and they were wanting me to join their leadership program. And you couldn't have had any sex at all, not at all, to be their unit. And that's the thing about it, right? But then I had the dream about this redhead holding me in and making me come in it, right? Well, that had to be Lisa, right? Only what? Her dad showed up and knocked you over the head. But you managed to fight him off, too. Yeah, I don't know. And then me and Lisa had the sex, right? But then I don't remember everything, right? And then she went and got cleaned up, right? After her dad ran off, right? And we had the sex, right? But I don't remember it in full detail, right? See, I would also fight the dad the best I could, right? He still might have hit me initially the first time, too, but he didn't knock me out fully. And then I was on autopilot, and I managed to run him off, right? And I told him, get the hell out of here. She's your daughter, you thick motherfucker. Probably something like that. Yeah, our daughter fucker. Right. Seriously. Want to fuck your own daughter, you sicko, psycho. I know. It's the only thing that makes sense, right? At least it was the redhead I was dating, where I dreamed of the Asian girl, and then vice versa. Then I dreamed of the redhead when going out to Christian Fellowship Church and their leadership program, right? At least it was, well, Pam was redhead, but I don't know, right? Because I went to sleep. I didn't go through with it, right? On my end. I told you that. I stopped, right? That's how I know I can stop, too. If the person ain't responding or I know they're too young, I don't do it at all, right? Idiot. Right? I know what the age of consent is, too, right? And that's why I asked her age, right? So that don't happen, right? So she has to lie. I know she lied. And I told her not to do it unless she wants me to know she did it, right? Like I said, I'm pretty tough. She calls me amnesia either before or after, right? I know something happened. I know there's something going on. Boom, 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 boom.